Home to several hog processing plants, many of which have shut down operations today and tomorrow. And while farmers on the East Coast brace for flooding, producers in the West, particularly Colorado, struggle with drought. Now they're on Capitol Hill looking for relief in the Farm Bill. RFD-TV's Sarah Mock reports from Washington.
Well, as the Farm Bill inches towards a conclusion here on Capitol Hill, farmers from across the country representing the National Farmers Union are here to talk to folks on the Hill about their interests. We're here to talk to Dale McCall, the president of the Rocky Mountain Farmers Union. Dale, could you start out by talking about just what are the key issues for kind of Western farmers here on Capitol Hill today?
Yes, we're going to be talking to our legislators about a safety net. And first of all, we've got to get the Farm Bill passed. You know, it's in conference committee, and we need to get it passed before the September 30th deadline. But we need an improved safety net in there.
Absolutely. Now, of course, a perennial issue in Colorado is always water. It was a dry year for a big part of the state. Could you just talk about how farmers are faring?
You know, I don't know of anything here at the federal level on water, but water is the biggest issue in Colorado and the West. And, you know, Colorado has a new water plan that was put together over the last 2 or 3 years. And so we're looking at implementing that. That calls for more storage. That calls for more conservation in all areas, including agriculture. And it also calls on all the basins to work together more in sharing water, maybe leasing water to the cities instead of selling it. And the perennial issue is a farmer's property right, which is the water in Colorado. And many times they've had a tough time making a lot of money in farming. So when they get up there in years and want to retire, they sell the water. So we're really concerned about trying to figure out ways to keep that water tied to the land, because when you lose the water, you lose that production.
Have you seen kind of impacts of kind of the trade talks and the negative, the retaliatory tariffs on your farmer, on farmers, you know?
Yeah, we've had, you know, we're concerned most about that the $12 billion was, you know, that's going to be seen by some consumers as it's solved all the problems. You know, farmers and ranchers in America lost that $12 billion in the first month. So while it's important, most of that money is going to go to soybean growers, which is not in Colorado, but, you know, they need the money too. There's going to be a small amount go to wheat and 1 cent a bushel to corn.
What do we need in terms of, you know, rural hospitals, rural health care, that kind of infrastructure for rural communities?
Yeah. You know, health care is a real issue in Rocky Mountain Farmers Union. We even started a health care co-op at one point. But, you know, we're concerned that rural hospitals, in order to survive, they need the Medicaid program. You know, that's how they fund keeping their hospitals open. Now, the state of Colorado did a little bump in some money for rural hospitals a couple years ago, but so we've got to have that whole rural health care availability and then availability of services.
Again, thanks so much. We're joined here by Dale McCall. He's the president of the Rocky Mountain Farmers Union. We'll have more updates for you from here at the National Farmers Union fly-in throughout the week. Until then, back to you in the studio.
Thanks very much, Sarah. Well, the Rocky Mountain Farmers Union includes producers from Wyoming, Colorado, and also New Mexico. The group is braving the storm this week to meet with lawmakers who have less than 7 working days to complete the 2018 Farm Bill.